So I think it's safe to say a lot of people are scared of AI right now. They hear the word AI and immediately think job loss, robots taking over, or humanity getting wiped out by some sci-fi futuristic movement, right? But me, I am seeing AI as just a tool, and that's it. And it is a powerful tool, something that I use, in fact, right now, and that I've been using for a while and studying it for a while. But still, it's just a tool, just like fire, electricity, or the internet. The real danger isn't the tool itself, but it's how we choose to use it. And I think it's safe to say it's sort of like the internet as well. You can either use the internet to build you, or you could use the internet to destroy you, right? Dopamine. They have the websites. They have the unlimited amount of YouTube shorts, right? Or TikTok or whatever, right? And I think that it can be a tool just like the internet, because then on the opposite side of the internet, there is reading. You can download PDFs. It's pdfdrive.com. There's several sources of information out there to help you better your life, how to eat right, how to exercise. There's plenty of YouTube videos on that, right? But let's kind of break this down. At the end of the day, AI is just a bunch of algorithms. It doesn't feel, right? It doesn't think like we do. It's not conscious, or it's not conscious yet, right? But it's trained to process data, predict outcomes, generate content, and it's smart. It's supposed to be a coexist with us, right? Because let's say I really think that the future holds a lot of people having like their own like AI um, helper, right? Or like interface to help them move throughout the day, search things up if like the grid doesn't go down, right? And again, it's not conscious, right? And it's supposed to predict outcomes, generate content, right? But it's not aware. It's not out here plotting to take your job or ruin your life. It's just that companies are finding out that this tool is very useful in saving money, right? And it's just doing what it's told, it's doing what it's trained to do. So when people panic about AI, what they're really afraid of is change. And I get it, change is uncomfortable, and change is not the enemy, though, right? And something I want to share with you is tools don't replace you, they empower you, right? So if you know that AI is coming up and it's taking over slowly but surely, you can tell that there's AI generated content, or there's AI interfaces that are generating and maybe even managing algorithms, right? And if you think about this as a tool instead of an enemy, and how can I use AI to better my life and my productivity so I don't get destroyed out here in the job market, or I can create a source of income for myself using these powerful tools instead of relying on the jobs and then job markets, right? And think about this, right? When the internet came along, people thought newspapers and books were finished. When calculators came out, people thought we'd forget how to do math. But the people who adapted, the ones who learned to use those tools, they didn't get left behind, right? They got ahead. And that's what I'm telling you, right? AI is no different. If you know how to use it, it becomes a superpower. It becomes a helper, right? Helps you move faster, think clearer, write better, and build smarter, right? Man, dude, I'm over here using AI to learn Russian, dude. Like literally type up, hey, can you give me a few phrases? Can you break it down to a fifth grade level on how can I understand the concepts of conjugation of this language, or how can I use, or can you break it down for me in a way that is simplified so I can understand why a verb functions this way, and why there are nominative, genitive, and dative cases in this language, right? So if we choose to use it correctly, right, then then what? You can get ahead, right? And again, this is something that I think is a game changer, right? Because not only does it help you move faster, think clearer, and write better and build smarter, right? It's like giving a skilled carpenter a new kind of hammer. It doesn't make him obsolete. The carpenter is you, right? It doesn't make you obsolete, but it makes you more efficient, right? If you don't learn to use the tool, that's when you get replaced. And I use AI, and again, I use AI, right? Not to replace me, but to support what I'm already doing, whether it's planning out video ideas, improving scripts, breaking down complex ideas into simpler thoughts. I use it to sharpen my mind, not replace it. If I'm stuck creatively, AI helps me to unlock new directions. If I want to be more efficient, it helps me cut out the noise. But here's the key, it's still me doing the thinking. It's still me making the final call. AI is just the assist. It's an assistant. You can think about it. I'm LeBron James. I'm over here. I'm over here bouncing the ball, right? And I'm gonna throw that alley oop to the AI. AI is gonna dunk that thing, and he's assisting me, right? And like a camera is to a photographer or a brush to a painter, it doesn't make the art, right? You do, right? The painter makes the art. The photographer is taking the picture with the camera. And I think that the fear mindset is setting in versus the growth mindset, right? Look, fear is natural. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that it's not, but the people who let fear guide them, they're always reacting, always running from change. But the ones who see opportunity, even in the chaos, they stay ahead. You can either fear the tool or become the kind of person who knows how to use the tool, right? And the tool right now that we're talking about is AI. The fear mindset says AI will take everything from me, but the growth mindset says, how can I evolve with this? How can I evolve with this? How can I use this to my ability or to my advantage? How can I use this to get ahead? Right? And trust me, this applies to life in general, right? Not just AI. Everything changes, technology, culture, trends. But if your mindset is strong, you adapt and you can potentially rise. And here's another thing, right? You still have to do the work. And here's what a lot of people don't get. Just because you have a tool doesn't mean you're going to get results. AI can help you, right? But you still got to know what to say. It can help you plan, but you still got to execute. You can fake drive, you can't fake purpose. The real growth comes from within. AI doesn't give you discipline, it doesn't give you values. That's on you. That's where your character comes in. And to be honest, that's what separates winners from everyone else. The ability to show up and put in work, even when the tools are better. That's really what it boils down to. And you versus the tool, who's in control? It all comes down to control. Are you in control of the tool or is the tool controlling you? If you're letting AI make your decisions, think for you, replace your creativity, you've already lost. But if you're using it with intention, the keyword is intention, right? As an extension of your skill set, as a tool in your toolbox, then you're ahead of the game. You're not competing against AI. You're competing against other humans who either know how to use it or don't. So don't fall asleep. Don't sleep on this moment. Use the tools, but don't you be used by them. And I want to end this with this, right? The truth is, AI isn't good or bad, it's neutral. It's just doing what it's built to do. The difference comes down to how you use it. Can you let fear hold you back, or can you adapt? You can let fear hold you back, or you can adapt. You can complain about how the game is changing, or you can learn how to play it better. Tools don't make a man, right? They just reveal him. And in the hands of someone focused, intentional, and grounded in purpose, AI becomes another way to multiply not only your message, but also your value and your impact. So if you want to, you can learn it, you can use it, but it should never define you, right? You're still the one holding the pen, or you're still holding the idea, or you're still holding that thought in your mind. You're just asking AI to help you, right? So, anyway, that's something for today. I just want you to think about it. And hey, as always, I'm out. Deuces.
Splash, drip on me, 100 racks, vibe on me, splashing, drip on me, 100 racks, vibe on me, cashed out, big flex, whip fast, no stress, racks on racks, ice on neck, night to flex, still on check, splashing, drip on me, 100 racks, vibe on me, splashing, drip on me.